Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to week number 6 of Winners League. Today, of course, is the EU broadcast, and we have some pretty good sets of games going. Keith, how are you doing, my friend? Looking fly. Exactly. I guess it's the same, but anyways. So we do have 3 matches coming up for you guys, of course. The first one will be Offset, the Portuguese powerhouse, versus, of course, the Copenhagen Flames, a team that I've actually grown to kind of enjoy watching. They have such a tactical depth and structure that, of course, is kind of the key. It's kind of the trademark of Danish Counter-Strike. And then, of course, we have the Budapest 5 and Nexus coming up next. And then the third match of the evening, of course, will be Pact versus Unicorns of Love. A team that's been relatively aggressive, but I haven't seen Pact play this season. Last season, they were impeccable. This Polish roster was just nuts. I'm excited to see them again. I think we might be almost ready to go in the server soon. So let's quickly go over some of the key things that we saw last week, right? We saw Budapest 5 playing. They kind of look strappy. Whenever you look at Budapest 5, I feel like you always find them to be almost looking like puggy or chaotic or erratic, aggressive. But after really like reviewing their playstyle and reviewing how they were playing and kind of like taking a deeper look, I noticed that their structure is actually pretty well put together. They're just a dynamic playstyle team, right? There are 2 styles of Counter-Strike. There's on one side, you have the structure. So the far right side is the structure. So like you can be like, textbook Counter-Strike, all structured Counter-Strike, set pieces, all the shots are like define. And then on the other side, the entire other side of the spectrum, there's dynamic Counter-Strike, right? Where it's like intuition based, it's kind of based off defaults, it's based off, teams discussing outcomes. But we're ready to go ahead and jump into the server while we talk about this. But yeah, if I was to say Copenhagen Flames on one, oh, we're already into the pistol.
Yeah, the pistol's already over, Roy.
Oh.
Offset already pushed into B site. They got the bomb plan. They scrimmed it out, and console comes through and finishes it off. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Well, that's a magic trick that I've never pulled before. Haha! Pistol round's over, guys. Copenhagen Flames coming out on top. Now, of course, this is Train. We haven't seen the Flames play Train. We've seen them play Nuke, and they looked insane at that one. And of course,
we haven't seen Train on EU yet on broadcast days.
No, we have.
Have we once?
Yeah, we have with the CIS teams. They love this map.
That's true. Well, I haven't had the pleasure of commentating either of these teams, so I'm excited to learn about them as we go along. Copenhagen Flames, their logo looks a lot like ECS's logo, so maybe there's some collusion, Roy. Write it up.
I will keep that in my notebook.
Thank you.
This is a very interesting purchase here from Offset. They're looking to throw this off early. Now, they haven't really popped shots off with their AK-47s, so they've not given away the fact that they have AK-47s, and now Farlig's realizing, oh, they have weapons, but he's already lost his life, Keith, and it's a man advantage now for Offset.
This opening little pick, he even has the gumption to take that fight out of T-Con with that M4 and towards ladder. Now, the little thing they don't know is that they have Roe J, who's gone rogue in ladder. He'll pick up his teammates M4, and they have Console and Z to rotate back. But it's looking pretty good for Offset. Opening pick, they still have plenty of utility to pop towards inner. But this B player of Hookie, I believe, right?
Hooksy?
Hooksy? Sure. I mean, if that's how it's pronounced, yeah. He's going to be playing close to the MP9. He's going to get behind Spindles here. He gets checked. He only gets one. Good swing from Justa. As now Offset will get to the site. They'll drop their smokes. They'll push up. If Justa get a second, he can. Roj, I don't know. Been out there by himself, and he gets punished for it. As Link is going to push in towards Z, and this round's already over, I think.
Yeah, this is going to be really difficult to pick up. Now, of course, with Zuka down to 2 HP, they might as well just save the weapons now. But this is such a beautiful round from Offset. I mean, they played it to perfection with a kind of, curveball that they threw at Copenhagen Flames, right? They didn't let them know they had weapons. They had the Glock, the Deagle shoot first, kind of give away the fact that, well, hey, they're on pistols. And that gave Copenhagen Flames, like, the fire, right? It's like, all right, let's get the stats. Let's get the easy ecos. Establish dominance. And then they turn the corner. Bam. AK-47, Keith. The punchline. Oh, well played. Copenhagen Flames get to maintain 2 weapons, and that will be pretty much the extent of their firepower into this round, so this will be a difficult one. Luckily, there is a scoped weapon at least. Now they picked up a scout. They have a deagle in play as well. 2 deagles in play. Not a terrible purchase. Not a terrible purchase at all. I would have liked to see Bazooka sacrifice a flash, though, for that extra kit. At least have one kit on the board.
Yeah.
But I don't think that'll be a big deal. I think the round will be over before a bomb plant or a retake will be necessary.
I agree, but it's also nice to have that kit if you're ever desperate. And since the firepower is not so good, to just smoke B-bomb if the plant goes down, right? And just
Hope for the best.
try to get that defuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not going to happen. Now, the scout on Farlig might be able to do some damage as he roams across the map, but I feel like if Copenhagen Flames don't get the first kill, they're going to be in a bit of trouble, especially with that utility.
Yeah, there's a lot of that utility on the offset. I'd like to see offset play this round kind of methodically. Like, if you're going to go aggressive, at least use the amount of utility that you have. You know, with the Molotovs outside, you can block off top green, camera, top bomb, Z. There's just so many things you can shut down with those Molotovs that I would like them not to go so fast that they don't even get to use that. Now, they seem to be going heavily towards the B site. One player's going for that ladder pick. That Slink's going wild, but his spray's just out of control. Now, Roger's trying to go with the ladder, but he falls as well. Now it's going to be a flood out the ladder fast.
Oh, Paul's going to check E-box. This man is just flying with his AK. He's got 2 kills and 5 bullets remaining. He's going to push up to the site with the help of Just A. They'll clear out site. They don't know where Farlig is. And he knows there's a player mid-site. He knows someone just planted. He will take Paul. As Farlig's looking for some more. Stadu doesn't want to give him a pick. He'll just tie down Olaf. And it says another retake, Copenhagen Flames. I don't think they can really afford.
Yeah, this is where that kit and smoke would be nice, right? This is the scenario right here where... Oh, okay, nice shot. If they keep giving away their lives, this could be possible. But nah, Hootsie, no armor and no head. So, it is offset, picking up the second round. Copenhagen Flames, although winning pistol, have found themselves in a bit of a deficit here, Keith. Now, they'll have to save as well. So this could be offset picking up the 3-1 and likely picking up the 3-1 here. A good turnaround. Now, I'm not sure this is going to be a pretty easy sweep. Kind of like picking weeds out of the back of your garden, you know?
Do you have a garden?
Oh, my parents do. Not me so much. Okay. Oh, they're running the Charlotte stack on the out. Come down ladder, guys. Come down ladder. Oh, the law of
come
stacks
down ladder
never
or
fails.
wide swing this bomb site. Looks like they just want to kill.
Oh, Stadodo.
Oh, Stadodo. Oh, you're gonna run through smoke. If he just held that, he would have got way more. Unfortunately, only able to get 2. He gets overwhelmed, and now Offset are just running into B. They have full control, and this would be the retake they'd win. Though. My luck, but Paul is just gonna hold down. Swat and sprays them all down, so no luck needed.
Here we go. Copenhagen Flames. Their economy has recovered, but they don't have enough for ops. Only AUGs. Oh, as I say that, he picks up the glass cannon. Actually, I like that. Better to have one than not to have one. Now, of course, Hootsie does have the kit as well, so now they've covered that basis if it comes down to it. But it seems like Offset's already kind of setting up for a super passive play here towards in pretty much the entire map. They have Ivy kind of held down from all the way far back. Console's on top of the red train looking for that pick and almost finds one as well. Just A down to very low HP. Now the execute's coming in. He found the first and the second, and Roger stuck towards E-box.
Oh, Paul needed to get that kill and get out instead. He'll drop Farlig with his glass cannon op. Gonna be able to find. I don't even know how to say that name, but Stardoodoo goes down. Stadoodoo. I'm assuming his name is OKTB.
Oh yeah, that works for me.
Cool. It reminds me of old school RuneScape.
I don't know if he's actually from the country that flag he has, but he's in such an interesting country on Face It. I still don't know if it's like confirmed that's where he's from.
What flag is it?
What was it called again? Yeah, it starts
Probably
with a C.
something.
It's something I've never heard of until I looked it up, and it's like an island in the middle of the ocean between Hawaii and New Zealand.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, the only way to get there is a 24-hour boat ride. There's no airport.
That's actually pretty sick.
I know, but you know what? It's sick. A man advantage for Copenhagen Flames. That is pretty sick.
Ooh.
And it's gone.
And OKTB just flicks him out of this world. Roje, I mean, it's so easy to hold ladder if they're just going to throw themselves one at a time at you. The strafe from Just A almost works, but Farlig, he's been great with his op, and that's not going to stop. Rotates on point from Copenhagen Flames. And so they're going to get on the bomb site. They're going to isolate OKTB, and he's going to have to hit some insane shots to pull this back. Yeah. Spotted, and Farlig says goodbye.
Now the Copenhagen Flames keeping 4 players alive. Their economy is starting to mount. It's already kind of stable, Keith. This is turnarounds after turnarounds from both squads. And of course, Offset, they've exhausted their economic purchasing power. And now they're kind of pretty much a half purchase here. It's going to be upgraded deagles. They have some armor. They have a couple flashbangs to try to make this possible. Looks like they want to flood out of T-Con. Of course, they will have to wait out this utility since there's a lot of it in the Copenhagen Flames. And they're already getting harassed.
There's a wall between them and that op, but it doesn't stop them from taking some damage. Roje doesn't even mean to get 2, but he's able to get those and fall off. OKTB gets dropped by a bazooka, who gets 2, and Copenhagen Flames start to pull away on their CT side, as the map typically predict.
Yeah. Just look how strong their economy is now as well. They have this buy, they have another buy for sure, a potential third buy if they can save a couple weapons on the losses. I mean, they're set right now. They're comfortable. They can start taking risks, right? This is where the CTs become erratic and kind of hard to control if they choose to be. Now, of course, they might opt to continue just playing the same way they have been since they've had success, but it's going to be a fast ladder play coming out now for Offset, looking to overwhelm the A site, but they're losing so many numbers, Keith.
I just don't know where their flashes are, Roy. I know they're low on money, but no one went down to get a flash. And the 3 Z players, 1 boosted, 2 ran through Z smoke, just had the easiest kills of their lives. 3 players ran out ladder through a molly. No flashes came over to get that player off the bomb side angle, which is so strong. You have to wide swing so far as a T to re-aggress into that. Plus, you're avoiding molly damage, and there's just no support nades for Offset. And that was just all too easy for Copenhagen Flames.
It looked way too easy. I'm actually kind of concerned for Offset now. Now, Hooksy's hearing all this commotion. He's calling for the support. There's already a player that rotated over. That's Farlig with AWP, trying to cover his teammate as best as possible. Of course, this is most likely ending into a flood. Either it's going to be a split. Oh, all lower. Okay. And they actually gone past the Molotov. This could be possible if they gain space quickly.
Hooksy. Only to get 1, which means Link will get this bomb down. He's going to push for that rifle. He has an AK and armor to come out of this. He's got 1, 18 HP, 3 bullets. And yeah, Roje just swings on him. Why not? Copenhagen Flames get a 6, Offset with that loss bonus of maximum, plus a plant money. This buy is going to be full. It'll include ups and finally the flashes they need. And the flashes I hope get used in the next execute.
Yeah, Train is such an unforgiving map when it comes to poor support flashes. There's just so many scope weapons and ops that are, viable in the defense. And not only viable, but they're like almost necessary, right? The double op is almost like a bread and butter cookie cutter for the strategy for the CT side. Augs has been so popular as well. I mean, if you don't have those good flashes, you just get picked apart before you can even come close to that bomb site on A site, right? Or even B. Just like you need those good support flashes. And hopefully Offset can utilize them well, or at least time them well to try to get that. But now it's going to be early control for Copenhagen Flames for T-Con. And they're controlling ladder as well, but they're using a lot of utility to do so, so they won't be able to hold this down for much longer, Keith. They will have to give this up at some point, and they're already starting to posture backwards, forcing Offset to use some of their utility to retake these parts of the map, of course. Now they went for ladder.
I thought I was losing my mind. It looks like the bomb is upside down on the roof of T-Con. I'm like, how did that happen? But it's upstairs. Thank goodness, because I'm not losing it this early in the morning. Just A will pick up the bomb. And he's going to regroup with his teammates, his Offset. Look to put in an execution. Everyone's got smokes and flashes. And I want to see who the support player is going to be into this round. Because they've given up B, and Hooksy hasn't really peaked for information. So there's going to be a third slow rotator in Farlig as this smokes come raining out.
Flashbangs come out. Console's above the train. He's looking for those picks. He's getting all this information, but Paulinho says, get out of the way. They find themselves some space. Roje tries to make a play out the ladder, but he uses his life as well. And Paulinho finds himself the second entry on site, but there is Bazooka.
Oh my goodness, Bazooka gets 2. How does he stay alive so long? Finally, he'll lose his head. If he got 1 more, this is so doable for Farlig. Drop the bomb, but Stadudu has swung back sight and offset. I mean, it was very brawly, and thanks to running through some smokes, able to create some space for themselves. A real good round from Paulino. Good on him. Good on him.
I'm gonna call him Paul.
Yeah, I think so too.
If he's offended, I'm sure he'll message me. I'm offended.
My real name's Paul. My IGL is Paulino. Get it right.
But yeah, that was a good round for Offset to pick up. 3 players alive as well, but now there's still so much economy left over, and OK says, get out of upper Farlig. It is mine. He's found himself a nice shot. Console's being pressured inside a ladder room. He's unable to support or rotate over, but it's going to be Hooksy picking up the pieces left over here by Farlig. There's only 1 man on the defense. You're trying to hold it back from 5 people, Keith. This could be a tough task if he's not able to successfully survive here.
Based on their positions, looks like they're going to throw deep smokes and do like a VP style execute, where they'll molly the sights and try to push up to as far as Z as they can. Hooksy will spray through, and yeah, they're going to try to get as much control towards Z and Red Train as they can. One player swings and cleans the rest of the sight up, and they'll stay aggressive. They'll keep fighting behind these smokes. A good trade. Zinks, as he's going to be gifted another one, and it's just Hooksy. The B anchor, the last man standing. As he comes through the smoke, Just A will find him, and Offset are within 1, thanks to some early picks gifted to them by Copenhagen Flames.
And this is how you earn respect, right? We talk so much about that. Offset is doing a great job getting that respect. Every time Copenhagen has tried to go aggressive, they've lost the round. They're punishing them for it. And this happened again this round. So this 6-5, a great execute to go off that man advantage as well. Really well placed. They had great entries on the B site. And now we find ourselves in the 12th round. The final purchase here available for Copenhagen Flames. And it's all come crumbling down. Console's found 2 kills already. Bazooka all the way from back. And Hooksy pushes into the brown halls. And he finds himself another as well. And it's all down to OKTB. 1 versus 4. He hears a player above him. That's it. All he knows right now.
And he's getting mollied out into the open. OJ says thanks. He'll collect his AK. Copenhagen Flames, I mean, when they feel down and out, pressure seems to be their best friend.
I mean, something's got to light the flame, right?
You want me to acknowledge that?
Oh, no, it's fine. You don't have to.
Okay. It was funny, Roy. I got you.
I'm actually becoming a master of dad jokes. It's okay. I don't mean to brag, though.
It's alright. I got the dad bod, you got the dad jokes for a perfect combination. As this time, Copenhagen Flames will lose player first, and oh, I hope you caught what just happened.
Yep.
Zlink full blind, able to catch Farlig. I mean, don't run in straight lines, folks, and Roje has lost him. He's able to flank all the way around to Old Palm. Copenhagen Flames have no one towards this B site because Hooksy has to worry about the flank.
Yeah, and Lynx has found Roje, which makes this round infinitely harder now for Copenhagen Flames. They have no idea if this is going to be an A hit or a B hit. And now they're starting to get some ideas. Hooksy could take out Lynx right here if he can find him. And that will be some sort of skills tipped back into their favor. But this is still a 2 versus 4. And they've lost full control of the B site. I mean, they're going to have to clear so many angles here that it's just terrifying. I don't think they want anything to do with that. Yeah, they're just going to back out as well. Save the weapons and try to get a better round in the next one. But job well done by Offset. 6th round on the T side already. Potential for more as well, Keith. This is a good T half so far.
Doesn't seem so shabby. I mean, they're going to be at 6. 7 is like... I feel like 7 is goal, if not bonus. 6 is ideal. Anything past like 6, you're just laughing, right? Because CT side pistols exponentially easier just due to the long ranges you can run at. So you already have an advantage going into that. Plus, I mean, you don't have money advantage CT, but you get these ops on board. They really start to farm. All these long lanes just get locked down. And the nice thing about having an op on train is you don't really need to use utility if an op's holding a lane. So that saves you in a lot of regards.
Now, this is the final purchase here for Copenhagen Flames. If they drop this one, Keith, they will be equaling probably for the last round. Not probably, they 100% will be equaling for the last round, and that could be Offset picking up more. Now, again, this is 6 rounds on the T side, Keith, but it's also a half where they lost pistol. Just A, they trade out with Hooksy. Okay, finds a frag onto E-Box, and that's a great find as it buys them so much space. Now, the only defense is all the way from back. Ivy Bazooka making it work. Down to back, down to 3s, and control does belong to the outer courtyard here for Offset, but there are still key defense players available.
They've lost that Hopper and Bazooka. He just vanished from their sights. Now there is a player coming Ivy, and it's gonna be held by Console. Stadudu is gonna tap some shots through, get his attention. That's where his Link's gonna strike. Console will fall, as it always does to PC. Link is looking like he wants to re-aggress out through Ivy as his teammates group and push in towards B. Link's going to be this distraction as Hooksy. The only way he can kill these players, if he goes up ladder now, he is not hesitating. He's just going to go up. He's going to peek right into the positioned op of OKTB, and they're just going to miss each other.
That's
They are just going to miss this. He's going to re-peek. They're lined up for 2. He only gets 1, but he escapes. So dropping smoke, he knows OKTB is giving chase. And Hooksy has picked up a flash. He'll use that to escape, just dodging the bullets. And he comes back for a 3rd. That couldn't have went better for Hooksy.
Yeah, Hooksy played that to perfection. I'm just laughing at OKTB's movement right there. His legs were just too strong. He jumped too high for that doorway. Hit the top of that. Yeah, it's unlucky. But Copenhagen Flames pick up such an important round as now they do have the economy for the last round. And they will not, I mean, hopefully in an advantage to pick up a 9th here. Wow, that was difficult for me to say. But the 9-6 half is pretty standard. I think both teams will be happy with that.
Did they add gravel to the ground outside, or am I losing my mind?
I think I did that a long time ago, if I remember correctly.
Really? Where have I been?
Working at a farm.
It's true. Don't really care about aesthetics. It's all about how the game plays. Flashes from Offset in towards the site. OKTV is on flank duty, and it seems like they're just stalling out. They just threw every piece of utility they own. That's their last flash to get them out. Hooksy gets an easy double, nearly a triple. Somehow Offset make it work. But Bazooka wants to shut it down before it even gets started again. He spots the feet and he tags him through the site. And it is just all on OKTB. One player peeking, MP9 gone. It's all on Bazooka. He's dancing. He's hiding as OKTB looks to flank him. This is going to come down to timing. Who's looking what way when? As OKTB will flick up. Off shot. Missed it. Offset. Get a 7th. All on the back of OKTB.
That was a 1 versus 3 and a 4K for OKTB in that round. That's a sick round to come huge on. 8-7. I think they're really happy with that, especially considering they lost pistol as well. I mean, 7 rounds on the T side coming into CT. That's pretty comfortable, Keith. They have so much room for error here. They're not really too stressed, and there's not a lot of pressure on the pistol round as well. So they could, if they want to play it aggressive or confidence based, they can. They don't have to rely on that, kind of the error on the side of safety. Now let's see what Copenhagen Flames do. This is a team known for their tactics, and I imagine they will be running some sort of set piece, and it's looking like an A split.
Just A is tapping through the smoke. He won't connect it to anybody. CF Flames able to get this bomb planted. Console will get that in. They have no utility for these post plants, says Roje. We'll worry about ladder, his teammates, the rest. There's Bazooka. Waits for someone to push him from Ivy. He's going to peek the Z player and takes out Paul. He spots 3 players, all back sight. He's waiting for help. Lovely headshot is to do. And another one to follow. Bazooka gets 3 with a Glock. And his teammates supported him gorgeous.
Wow, that was such a beautiful post plan. I mean, every person was in the perfect position. They had the crossfires, they had the multiple angle peaks at the same time. There's really no chance for Offset to even do anything there. And it's going to be Copenhagen Flames picking up another pistol. Hopefully this time they can convert, but Offset is not throwing a curveball on the CT side. Of course, the curveballs are more often found on the T side, where you can pick up AK-47s with bomb plants. Now it's just USBs, single P250, and likely a very little chance of success here. But I think the law of stacks might be going in the 1 in 10 chance here, and they actually are walking into the stack towards back Ivy right here. Now, if they look away, oh, this is all going to come down to timing, Keith. I'm nervous.
Oh, Hoopsy taps one player down as Mac 10 sprays the other. And they're getting flanked by 3 players through Ivy very quickly. Rote will hear this. He can only get 1. And now they're going to challenge. Farleg tries and a long-range kill from Console. Copenhagen Flames only lose 1 AK. That could have been... If that could have gone a lot...
It could have been worse. Could have been better. All is well. It's just it's full eco. Now, of course, Offset with that full save, they will be able to pump out. And they're going to go out with 4 AUGs. Again, no kits available, so retakes will be difficult. And I think Copenhagen Flames are aware of the fact that there's limited amount of utility, so they'll likely look for some sort of execute or, you know, throw all their smokes, throw all their mollies and flashes over. Might overwhelm the B site. Now, if they do take a while here, Keith, that 4th player on the defense on the A, he might start to shift over towards the B site and reinforce it. There it is. Now the smokes, the flashes, that's going to, of course, call over the reinforcements. But Copenhagen Flames, they're starting to gain a lot of ground here on the B site.
They're so forward, and now they've found Paul. Just at least finds Console, but he was the one of the players with an SMG. Farley, he's going to flash and fall safely. Back pop. As he'll finally get topped down. These AUGs are making a retake happen. No kits in play, Roy. Keep that in mind as time's ticking down. Roje and Hooksy just have to kill time. They're even going to molly the bomb. That does not help Offset at all. Unless the smoke is used to put it out. And it might actually just be off the mark. Hooksy, good for 1. But can they find the defuse in time? I think they got it.
That was such a smart play from Hooksy. He was trying to get into the sidewalk. If he could have gotten sidewalk, that would have been such an easier round for him. He didn't want to be in the chokehold. That's just too difficult of an angle. If he's sidewalk, he applies a lot of pressure. And there's just no way for him to fight from there. But that's a nice attempt. But Offset pick up the pieces. 2 players alive. That will allow them some extra weapons here for the remaining players. So at least they'll have a decent purchase coming into this one. But Copenhagen Flames, they're also struggling in their own way. Hoopsy's down to just a Mac 10 once again. And Roje has the AK, but little to no utility. So it is going to be Copenhagen Flames in another important round. And they have Roje lurked out Olaf already. If this is not checked well, this could be a game-winning factor here.
I mean, they know they have Offset on the ropes, so take full advantage of it. Roje is going to work his way up. He'll spot this player back red, but he'll get dinked and should get dealt with. Yeah, he just doesn't check hell first, and that's kind of a bait where you're willing to show your teammates barrel and then refrag it out. As Just is rotating now with his teammates, they're going to come flooding out of Z. Bazooka doesn't need it off. He's got an AK when he loves expecting it. As it's Stadudu and Paul. And they're somehow getting these kills. Almost gifted from Copenhagen Flames. Bazooka, he'll get 3. Copenhagen Flames answer back. They know they had Offset on the ropes, and they want to push them over.
Yeah. And you know what else went over? Their economy, Keith. They have nothing to work with in this one. They have 1,900 on 3 players almost, and 3,000 on 2. It's kind of an awkward territory where you sort of have to save. Not only once, but possibly a second time as well. So it's going to be Copenhagen Flames getting really close to that, at least a 15th mark, where they can secure overtime. Now, Farley picking up an easy frag on the cross. And once again, it's Copenhagen Flames sitting in a pretty favorable and comfortable position here for this another round win.
Yeah, they're just going to waltz it right into the B site like they own it. Zilink has heard them go, or at least heard one player in Farlig get over towards the B site. And he gets shot in the back from Hooksy. A free plant, not contested. Just Stay and Paul maybe just try to get some exits. Feel like maybe even that's optimistic.
Your optimism reminds me of Captain America, Keith.
What? How so?
It's like his trademark, right? He's just ultra
He's just
optimistic.
Very honest. Yeah.
Not honest. I mean, honest, yeah, but optimistic is the key point.
But it's like honest. It's like honest optimism, right? It's like I'm not gonna lie to be optimistic.
I'm not sure. That's arguable.
Okay.
Regardless.
Fair enough.
Anyways, it is going to be 8 AUGs, of course, on the defense once again. This time, Copenhagen Flames want to throw off the structure. They want to go kind of, you know, off pace. They try it towards the B side. They lose the player, but they find another one on towards the A side. So the tips of scales, the balance, it is restored. But Hootsie wins another duel towards the A site. That's really going to weaken things up here. There's only one player defending A site, and he's in heaven. This is really awkward here.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because Offset can't afford to keep 2 players towards B because it's way easier to hold B with 1 player, and A has so many more angles where they can sneak by 1 player. So they're going to send OKTB over to back lanes, which is the right call. Little you know, he has Hootsie coming very tagged through Ivy. But Copenhagen Flames are waiting for him to make contact, and they're going to pop out T-Con. There's the flash, forcing him off the angle. Now they're going to pop out. Now Just A can win this entire round. Bayern's lonesome. There's the bomb carrier. Bomb gets dropped, but he's isolated. He's stuck. And Bazooka is going to fly up this ladder. His teammate takes contact. Bazooka comes up, and rarely do you see T be able to do that. And he even has the wits to smoke off old bomb. But here's Paul. He's flanked. He picks up a smoke, but Bazooka's reading him again. A refrag from OKTB, and it's all on Hootsie, who's very low, spotted and dropped. Offset, taking advantage of Copenhagen Flames spacing there.
See how intuition-based this gameplay is right now? It's actually nuts. Like, they know exactly what to do in these types of scenarios that are traditionally pretty unconventional, right? These scenarios don't play out this way usually. But they have so much control, and the communication is just perfect. The patience is really well placed. I really like this team's playstyles, both of them actually. Really enjoyable to watch. Now it's going to be fast play once again here for Copenhagen Flames. Fast enough that they want control early. But Offset looking to contest with the MP9 and the flashbang, but the smoke is just making it so awkward for all of them that nothing is found except some damage to far leg. Not bad though. That's a lot of damage.
He's definitely hurting. Okay, TB will drop someone towards Ivy, get top green, look for something else. His Zink. I just forgot how to say his name, so I'll keep saying multiple versions of his name until it sounds right. Offset will take T-Con control as they'll get a player in there, and that allows them to rotate someone to B. You gain map control, and then you're allowed to shift the pieces around.
The rule of thirds, right? You gotta have something here. You can't give up control of everything, and that's gonna be flashbang and flood out. But this is player towards Hell that's unchecked, and he goes 1 for 1. Now it's a lot of space gain towards Ivy, but there still is a player towards top blue and sandwich, and that's Just A just picking him apart. He found himself 1. He still gets to keep his life, but he's unsure of where to look. Now he does have support in ladder as well, so he doesn't have to worry about that at least.
Oh, Just A. He knows his teammates found the ladder player. 28 seconds remaining. Far leg, I mean, might consider saving, but that means he'll miss out on the loss bonus of $1,900. But if you're holding a gun that's worth more than the loss bonus, it's always worth saving, especially when you have $0 in your bank account. But if he dies out of time, it's going to be awful. But I don't see Offset really hunting. They get out with AKs, so they're all real happy. Yeah,
the other problem as well for Copenhagen is that they're on a single loss bonus, so it's going to be kind of difficult for them to pump out a purchase here. I think Console is the only one who can pick up an AK-47 unless they want to go glass cannon. Do you think they buy here?
I think they're going to do it. I have a weird feeling Bazooka is going to have to drop from Roje. Yeah, good time for a call. I think Roje drops Bazooka. Bazooka drops a pistol to Hootsie. And then Console just full buys himself, and they do a cheap execute towards B with the op. Getting a pick
double AKs and pistols.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be. I actually would like that. That wouldn't be bad.
Especially considering how close it is, and it's almost a like you either half buy here or you buy nothing, right? And a half buy is gonna put you into a double save, so you're kind of like sitting on the fence of screwed territory, you know?
Okay, let's see this. I'm actually really glad to see the fact that the timeout came out here. They need to discuss this. This is not a round that should be discussed in 15 seconds. Teams, players, if you're in here, take notes. Anytime you need to make an awkward decision or a hard decision, you have 4 timeouts.
Oh, timeouts.
Take them.
Yeah.
Or just, use your lifeline and call Strong Legs. I got you.
I'd like to phone a friend.
Imagine that was a thing. Like, I gotta call Zipnix real quick.
Now this I don't agree with, right? Because what's the point of Hoopsie dropping all his cash if you're not gonna buy? This buy could have been so much better, Roy. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. But I think they have a set piece in mind because they wanted the full utility. But they must have something in mind here. Let's see what it is before we judge it. It's looking like aggressive towards the brown halls right now. Looking to overwhelm early. They have the AWP posted up on the upper, so there's any sort of counter aggression, it can come out. Luckily, of course, there's no aggression in this round. But Paul, he's heard this. The flashbang goes out. The Molotov is soon to follow, and he's used is pretty much his only counter defense here. He only has a smoke left in hand. That's it. Now, of course, okay, he's feeling a bit of pressure towards the B site, so he is rotating here as well. But this is going to be really difficult here, Keith. This is going to be very awkward.
Yeah, I mean, it's all on Farlig to get a kill, really. The rest of the guns are just going to tickle these players. Console is able to find OKTB, who got really aggressive. Are they going to check schools? Roche, thank goodness he does. And Hoopsie gets an AK, gets one, gets refragged. Thanks to Roche, and it's just A. And Zinx attempting this retake. Full blind is Just A. Somehow hits Roche while running. And then Zinx wants nothing of what they're selling on the B side. He's going to back out a ladder, doesn't even bother rotating. And Copenhagen Flames, with the weirdest purchase, make it work.
Weirdest purchase, but really awesome pathing. Did you catch that by chance?
Yeah, with the upper smoke and the way they broke down lower and popped around and flanked it.
Yeah, they totally negated spools. They didn't even worry about it. They didn't check it. They didn't worry anything about it because they were rapping. And as soon as the rap came, then they checked it. And that player that was spooled, he thought he had a chance to make a play, but he actually got found by the guy who was rapping, and then they fought him together.
Little did he know if he peeked earlier, he probably would have found way more success.
I mean, he would have gotten at least one kill if he peeked earlier.
Yeah.
Right? But he also could have gotten killed and would have found nothing. So I think, I don't know, it's kind of a weird scenario where he kind of hats away, I feel. But regardless, Copenhagen Flames just perfectly negated his position. They knew that was a weakness in their setup, and they just like avoided it until the time was right, and it was advantageous for them. So that's really, really well played by the Flames. I like that a lot. Now, Offset, they do have some money left over. They have enough for kits. They have a lot of utility. I mean, decent amount of utility. I shouldn't say a lot. But they went for ladder control, so they've at least compensated for it. Now, Farlig, look at this, Keith. He's so far here. He's almost in their faces.
Oh, man, he is fishing for this frag. And Boosie's allowed to just walk out Ivy. Stadudu just gets timing. I mean, it's so hard to play top green when you have a player in ladder and no support for you. Now, Just is in such a weird spot where his teammate has to hold ladder at this point, so he has to give it up and fall back to bomb site by his low.
Yeah, look at the columns right now from Copenhagen Flames. They know exactly where that player is in Z. That's one of the A players. And of course, since they have so much control, they know that there's really no one here except in ladder, where they know that there's a smoke here earlier. So Bazooka's holding for it, and Bazooka's found the kill. And now they have full A control, Keith. They might as well save here, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree. You're only going to get $1,900 for losing this round if you're Offset. So it's obvious it has to be a save round for them. They have to go 14 to Copenhagen Flames, because if you're at 14-10, you want to buy next round anyway. And if you keep those 3 guns up, that becomes a reality.
Yeah, triple log save. They buy here in this next round, right? Or do you think they play it safe and go for the overtime purchase?
I mean, if they only have like one or two guns live, then I'd say not worth. But you have 3 guns, which is 2 FAMASs essentially, or 2 UMPs dropped.
No, they can drop 1 FAMAS. That's it.
Or sorry, 2 UMPs.
Yeah, they can drop UMPs. They can drop MP9s. Those are all possibilities. They can, I guess, go for the CZ armor.
See, that's what I don't understand, is why is Zinx buying his own MP9 for no utility? And why is Stadudu putting himself at a big disadvantage when his teammates have cash who are buying nothing now?
I guess they want enough money for rifle just in case this round is not successful. That would be my only analysis of that situation. Now, Just A finds the first frag, almost able to find a second as well, but Bazooka just a little too quick on the trade. Now it's Lynx and Paul. They're here. They're kind of in a base setup, giving a false sense of confidence to Bazooka to move forward. Lynx is right behind that smoke with the MP9, looking to pounce Keith.
Well, Stadudu with only CZ, he knows he has to get close up and personal.
Wow, the timing.
Roje just holding this very deep angle. As Farlig is going to figure out Ivy's clear, I think Copenhagen Flames might just group at this point, because they know the buy from Offset is not so great. As Bazooka will molly, he's going to get chased up, and If there only was an SMG or something in Stududu's hands, he would have felt less pressure to make that play. But he gets dropped. OKTB forced off the site with a molly. He'll go down. And Hooksy will smoke Z. Bomb will get planted. And Zinx at this point. I mean, no matter what he does, it's 15 for Copenhagen Flames.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he has to save this weapon, right? They really don't have a choice. I think Paul, Just A, and OK will be able to buy their own weapons. Now, Lynx with this AUG could maybe drop a FAMAS for his teammate in the final round if he can hold on to this, but that's a big loss. He's not even able to hold on for that. Good hunt from Copenhagen Flames to maintain the economic chokehold. Look at Bazooka. He's almost at 30 frags, Keith. That's just disgusting. 11 deaths. 11 deaths. How does a man die 11 times in 26 rounds in a 15-10 game?
That's actually really crazy. And the fact that he has like the second most effective flashes and second highest utility damage shows that not only is he fragging well, he's supporting his teammates and himself well. So it's been a great performance from Bazooka.
Nade is gonna deafen Lynx, and if he moves forward, well, he's gonna lose his life once again. Bazooka looking for the 3 bomb. The 30. The dirty 30. Lynx is like slowly inching to it. Oh. Ooh, nice movement. Now, Copenhagen Flames have been really good at splitting A, Keith. I don't know if you've noticed how dynamic it is. It's not really structured at all. They just understand. They have deep understanding of the fundamentals of how the A site is broken down. And their control is just superb. If
Ivy takes contact, then T-Con comes out. If T-Con takes contact, Ivy comes out after. And they have things stuck in ladder. Just A with the op, the only one on the CT side is trying to find some room, trying to bust this round down for Copenhagen Flames, but he's caught out, and it's all on Paul. Spotted towards backside, so low, gets peaked. And that is going to be Copenhagen Flames taking the game 16-10. No 30 bomb from Bazooka.
Yeah.
No three bomb, as you call it, because apparently that's politically correct.
That actually is the correct term, but you know, I'm not a stickler on it. I'm willing to fly, Keith. But 29 and 11, I mean, that is an impressive performance from Bazooka. I mean, he had just so many rounds where he was impactful, but I mean, I saw pretty much everything I expected to see from Copenhagen Flames right there, honestly. They have the structure. They had such good splits on the A site. They had such an impressive understanding of how map control works and how pinching works that there's really nowhere for Offset to play on the A site once their grip started happening. Like, they grabbed Ivy, they grabbed Ladder, they grabbed T-Con. It's like, dude, they have nowhere to hide. It's Heaven, bomb site, right? Those are the only positions available for them, and they're just taking advantage of that over and over and over. Just such a good team to have from Copenhagen Flames.
They never really gave too many retake opportunities either, and they always were so ahead of the money game that they just kept chasing it, and they never really gave it a chance for the monies on the CT side to bounce back out. So.
But that is the conclusion for us for the first match. Unfortunately, the Portuguese roster is unable to topple the Danish Flames. Now, of course, it is going to be Budapest 5 versus Nexus coming up next. That is going to be in about probably like 10, closer to 10 minutes, guys. So we will be back for the action. If you haven't done so already, guys, please do follow our socials. That is Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, as well as Keith's and mine down here below. We would love that. And of course, we will see you guys in about 10 minutes for the remaining of the action.